Hello everyone, welcome to Pranit e-learnings. I am Pranit and this is the fourth video on this Arduino tutorial series. So if you guys haven't watched the previous videos, the link is in the description. Now let's see what this video covers. So we will be seeing what is PWM in Arduino and using a for loop for fading the LED. So using a PWM technique is quite easy. PWM, that is pulse width modulation. The word itself has a meaning, that is you have a pulse wave and you have to adjust the width by doing the modulation. Okay. For using a PWM Arduino, there are two important functions, that is analog read and analog write function. This function are same as the digital read and digital write function, but the difference is there the signal was digital and here you are having a signal as analog. For reading the analog input, you have to use the function analog read, and for giving a output as analog, you can use the analog write function. Please note that you can use the analog write function on PWM pins on the Arduino also, as well as on the analog output pins, which are A0, A1, A2, and you can see the symbol is been there on the Arduino board like a sine wave that have been declared as a PWM output pins on the Arduino. Okay. So now let's see how we can use the analog write function with this PWM technique in Arduino. You can see there are two levels, 0 volt and 5 volt. The thing is very simple. If you want the 0 volt at the PWM pin of your Arduino, then you have to give the value in analog write function as 0. So it automatically sets the duty cycle at 0% and you get the output voltage at 0 volts. Okay. So if you want to increase the duty cycle by 25%, then you have to give the analog write function as 64. You can see the output voltage has been increased at 1.25 volts. The voltage calculation is really easy. You have to just multiply the max output voltage, that is 5 volt, and into duty cycle. If you multiply 5 volts into 25% duty cycle, then you get the output voltage as 1.25 volts. The same thing can be done by increasing the duty cycle at 25% again. So at 50% duty cycle, you get the output voltage at 2.5 volts, and you can see the 50% duty cycle is been set by writing an analog write function as 197. So by increasing the duty cycle at 75%, by writing the analog write function as 191, the output voltage we obtain is 3.75 volts. And again increasing the duty cycle by 25%, that is max 100% duty cycle, by giving an analog write function as 255, you get the voltage at 5 volts. So you can see the pulse waves are being changed. So this is nothing but a pulse width modulation. Okay. Now let's see what is a for loop. You can see a simple syntax which have initialization, condition and increment, and in a curly bracket we have the statements. The for statement is useful for any repetitive operation for a certain assigned value. That is, a while loop will run your program for n number of times, but a for loop will run your programs for a limited time or a certain assigned value. Okay. Initialization, it means you have to declare the initial value or the start value, and this initial or start value will remain same throughout the program. And what is condition? It is been tested throughout the loop. If it is true, the statement block and the increment is executed, then again your condition is tested. The loop will not end until your condition becomes false. Okay, so whenever your condition becomes false, your loop will be terminated. Okay, and increment is executed each time throughout the loop whenever the condition is true. Okay, increment is nothing but you have to increase your value, and you can also use a decrement also if you want to decrease the value. Okay, now let's see how we can use a for loop and analog write function for fading the LED. So we have here a simple circuit diagram. You can see there is one LED and a resistor for limiting the current. Just keep in mind that whenever you connect the LED to the ground and to the Arduino digital pin, just connect your LED to the PWM pin of the Arduino, and the PWM pin is been assigned or been indicated by the sine wave symbol on the Arduino board. So just connect your Arduino PWM pin and your LED anode pin to the PWM pin. If you connect to the normal digital pin, then the fading of the LED will not work. Okay, now let's see the coding part. So guys, this is our Arduino IDE software and I have typed the code already, and I will explain you the code line by line. Okay, the first thing I have did is I have declared my int LED pin equals to 9. That is, my LED pin is connected to digital pin 9 of your Arduino or PWM pin of your Arduino. Okay, I have a void setup and I have nothing to do with the void setup because I don't want my LED to be initially on or initially off. I just want a void loop for fading my LED. In the void loop also we have two for loops. The first for loop will decrease my the first for loop will increase my LED from minimum to maximum. That is, it will increase the brightness of LED from minimum to maximum, and the second for loop will decrease the LED brightness from maximum to minimum. Okay, now let's see how the first for loop works. The first for loop, we have the int fade value equals to 0 semicolon, we have a condition fade value that is less than or equal to 255, and we have an increment value that is fade value plus equal to 5. This is nothing but a fade value equals to fade value plus 5. That means it will increase your fade value by the previous fade value by 5. Okay, so now let's check the condition. That is, you have first fade value equals to 0, that is the condition is true. 0 is less than 255, so your loop will run, and after the 30 milliseconds your value will be incremented. That is, your fade value will be now 5. Now coming again to the fade value, which is 5 is less than or equal to 255, then it will again write analog write and LED pin will be 5, and after 30 milliseconds again the condition will be incremented by 5, that is 10, and 10 is less than 255, and this loop will run again, that is analog write LED pin 10, and after 30 milliseconds it will go on checking the condition again and again until your condition becomes, that is until your fade value becomes 255. So when your fade value becomes 255, now 255 plus 5, that is 260. Now your 260 is not less than or equal to 255. Now this is a false condition and this for loop will be terminated, and now your program will jump to a second for loop, which is a fade out from max to minimum in increments of 5 points. This has also a same working of this upper for loop, and this and this for loop will work as same as the upper for loop. Okay, the thing is that it will just decrease your value from maximum to minimum, and the working is totally simple as the above for loop. Okay, it will just check the condition by 30 milliseconds until your condition, that is fade value, is greater than or equal to 0 become false, and whenever this second for loop become false, your loop will run again. That is, it will again come to the void loop and it will begin from first for loop to second for loop and again the for loop, that again the void loop. So this condition goes again and again, that is void loop will run your program for a n number of times, but a for loop will run your program for a limited value, that is 255. Okay, now let's upload the code and let's check the output. So it's compiling Sketch and uploading and done uploading. So you can see here the circuit. I have used a Arduino Nano with LED and resistor. Now according to the code, you can see whenever the LED brightness increases from minimum to maximum, that is the first for loop, and the LED brightness decreases from maximum to minimum, that is the second for loop, and you can see the first for loop and second for loop repeats continuously because we have declared both for loop in the void loop and not in the void setup. So you guys can also try something different by using a power transistor or power electronic devices to fade the bigger AC loads or DC loads.